Hello and welcome to a special holiday episode of Around Town. I'm Nick Skidmore.
And I'm Leanne Andriani.
And we have a full episode of activities for you and your family to do around the Alliance area here at Christmas time.
We visited the Beechwood Botanical Gardens and even made our way up to Cuyahoga Falls where we saw a huge gingerbread house.
That and many more things here to do right after this. Leanne's at our first stop of the day, where kids can write letters to Santa.
Thanks so much, Nick. I'm here at Carnation City Mall. Right now, I'm at the Santa Workshop area. You guys can bring out your little ones while you're shopping. They can write their letter here and drop it off in the mailbox. Santa will be here on Christmas Eve, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., so make sure you make it out. Back to you, Nick.
Thanks, Leanne. I remember when I was sitting on Santa's lap right there at the Carnation City Mall. Now, before we head to break, here's a list of local church services for Christmas Eve.
And we're back. So the next place we're going to go is one of my favorite places around town, the Beech Creek Botanical Gardens.
And from the Candy Land all the way to the Candy Factory and the Candy Throne, this is one of my favorite places because of just all the candy.
We had a lot of fun, so check it out. Hey guys, if you're looking for a fun family activity this coming weekend, you can come out to the Beech Creek Botanical Gardens. They're going to be open from 10 a.m. till 8 p.m. Friday and Saturday. You can bring out the little ones to see the Christmas train behind us, the magical tree forest, and also Candyland. So I'm going to send it over to Nick now, who is actually at the Candy Factory.
Thanks, Leanne. I'm over here at the Candy Factory. We have an interactive thing where you can find out how candy is made, such as bubblegum, Oreos, and Tootsie Pops, as well as other interactive things for kids to do. Looks like you found yourself a nice little seat over there. Leanne?
Yes, Nick, I found myself a really cool chair here at the Candyland King Throne. I kind of wish I could take it back to work with us, but I don't know about you. They do feature a thing about my favorite candy. My favorite holiday candy would be the candy cane, and they show the entire history right here, so that's something fun to learn. Again, if you want to bring your little ones out, they will be here on Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., and the cost is only $4, so it's really affordable. So again, Friday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. at Beech Creek Botanical Gardens. I don't know, Nick. I kind of wish I could have brought that throne back with us.
I really don't think it would have fit in the car.
But it made me want some candy, so.
You're right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go get ready because I'm going to go ice skating. So we'll be right back after this.
Do you have a new business in the Greater Alliance community and are looking for a way to get your name out? Let us help at Carnation Cable Channel 11. With Business Buzz, call us at 330-829-1234, extension 2253. That's 330-829-1234, extension 2253.
And we're back. I'm going to send it over to Nick, who is at the Canton Ice Rink.
We're now in downtown Canton. We took a little trip down 62 here at the ice rink. Now, this is a public ice rink. The first time it's been open since 2009. It's free if you have your own skates, and you can rent skates for only $3, and that's for a limited time. So go ahead and head down to downtown Canton. We're right by the courthouse for the ice rink. And after the break, we'll visit the Stan Hewitt Gingerbread House.
Channel 11 is a Time Warner affiliate run by media arts students at Alliance High School. We feature people, places, and events in the Alliance area. If you have an idea for a show or know a person who should be featured, please call us at 330-829-1234, extension 2253.
And now the moment you've been waiting for, the Stan Hewitt gingerbread. Leanne, take it away.
Okay, we are here at our last stop for the day with Dr. John Lerner. We're actually up farther north here in Cuyahoga Falls. Now, you are, right, it is really chilly today. Now, you, I would say, are a gingerbread enthusiast. Can you tell us what interested you in getting into gingerbread houses?
My two daughters wasted the last Pop-Tart, the last inch of Fruit Loops. They wasted the last marshmallows on the bottom of the bag. We're not eating those, Dad. They're stale. They're old. Don't make us eat them. We're going to open up a new bag, okay? I said, no, we're going to use up the last ones. We fought for that last Pop-Tart when we were children. So we saved up all the stale stuff, all the stale crackers, all the stale pretzels, anything that was in the pantry that was stale. And I said, we're going to glue this together come Christmas and make a gingerbread house. So we did. Put together a gingerbread house with Nilla wafers and marshmallows, and it was all stale stuff. So I was like, cool. So we recycled, we repurposed, we reused.
Wonderful. Now, behind us right now is your gingerbread of Stan Hewitt. When did you make this?
They asked me at Stan Hewitt to make a gingerbread house for them for their just because they wanted their house done. Well, I told them no, it's too difficult because it would be the wrong proportions. Usually you have a flat board and you put a nice square house on it that sits square on the ground. And their house is on a hill. The west end and east end are up and low, and the north end and east end or north and south end are at different heights. I was like, you can't do this house, it's too big. Well, then I found out that their 100th anniversary was coming up. So I called them up and I said, I may be able to do it, I'll give it a try, but when are you going to celebrate your 100th anniversary? They started construction in 1912 and finished in 1915. I said, are you going to do the 100th celebration in 2012 or 2015? And the lady says, hold on a second, I'll go check. She got back on the phone, she goes, we're doing it in 2015, so you got 4 years, get busy. So for 4 years, I worked on it and worked out the discrepancies in the two levels, and ta-da, there it is. 2,600 pieces of Wrigley's Spearmint Gum, and there you got it.
I was going to say, now, obviously, there is a lot of detail on here. Can you tell us the different types of candy, food, all that good stuff that you use?
Pretzels, Pop-Tarts, Wrigley's Double Mint Gum, candy cigarettes, tons of gingerbread, sour apple Twizzlers, candy flowers. The yellow is Juicy Fruit gum. Juicy Fruit is very stable, holds its color. We got spaghetti, fettuccine, candy necklaces. Special K, or Kellogg's, came up with this weird breakfast bar. It looks just like mulch. Who would have guessed? It's like, I need mulch. There you go. So that candy bar was mulch. There's all kinds of sprinkles on here. There's little green sprinkles for grass. Rock candy. I got lots of rock candy on there. And then stuff I needed, I carved special pieces. I carved out of stale old gingerbread. Stale gingerbread is a good carving material.
Neat. And how did you carve those materials? We were talking about it a little bit earlier.
I have a high-speed diamond drill. I use it every day. I carve little tiny things. So carving little tiny things is easy schmeezy when you have a high-speed diamond drill. So yeah, gargoyles and ornaments on the house. If I couldn't find them already made and in the right shape, I made them myself.
Now, I'm sure a lot of research went into this. How did you figure out everything that you needed to know about Stan Hewitt?
They let me take pictures. You're not allowed to take pictures. They don't let you take pictures, Stan Hewitt. So I had to get, when they said, okay, let's do it, and I said, all right, got to take some pictures. They said, you got a half an hour. Get out there before anybody sees you taking pictures. So I took 250 pictures around the house. I had to go back a couple times to catch a couple spots that were like, I couldn't tell. Is that right? Is that right? Plus, Google Satellite.
Oh.
Yes. The Google Satellite image is really good because it gives you the proportions, because the house has like bends in it. Part of it is nice and straight, other parts have bends. Like, what is that angle? Why did they pick that angle? Why did the builder like put it off at like 3 degrees? Is that right, or is that just a trick of the eye? Because a lot of it is trick of the eye. Yep, that was there to get the angles, get everything right, the height's right and everything.
Wow.
Proportions.
Now, where all has this been displayed then?
The Cleveland Botanical Gardens had it displayed for their Glow show. Then Stan Hewitt took it. They had it for the whole year of 15, their 100th anniversary. And then from there, it's been here in my hallway at the Cleveland Oktoberfest, at the Civic Theater, and I think that's it. If I can remember right. Yeah.
So is it normally here then? Is this its normal home, or where do you keep it during during the rest of the year?
My wife says, don't bring that thing home. It took up the dining room table for 4 years while it was under construction. She says, I don't want to see that back in the house. I get the dining room table for the next 4 years. So, yeah, it'll be here in the hallway until that Wrigley's Doublemint Gum finally loses it.
Neat. Are you working on any other projects like this one right now?
Flatiron Building.
Okay,
I
what's
wanna
that?
I want to make a 4-foot tall gingerbread replica of the Flatiron Building, which is in New York City, 23rd Street in New York City. And people say, well, that'll be boring. It's like, no. If I make it 4 feet tall and real thin, it'll be like an architectural wonder.
Mm-hmm. Well, that sounds really neat. You obviously have a lot of talent in here. Thanks for showing us.
Sure, no problem.
Okay. And we hope you enjoyed our little holiday tour.
And all these activities you can do before Christmas Eve, whether you have someone young or old in your family.
Mm-hmm. So again, thank you guys so much for joining us on this special edition of Around Town.
And happy holidays from everyone here at Channel 11.